The first time I came to Phuket was in 1991. From 1970, my hobby used to be to go to 3 new destinations every year in different parts of the world, but they had to have 4 things in common, all starting with the S: sun, sea, sand, and good sailing conditions. So with that, I've been virtually everywhere in the world from 1970. It was, and as I said, 3 new countries every year. So somebody told me in 1990 about a resort called Amanpuri, opened in Phuket. I'd never been to Phuket. So one of my 91 holidays, I booked with my wife and my children it was Christmas 91, I remember. I booked the villa in Amanpuri. And on the 3rd or 4th day, I chartered a boat, took the family out, whole day on the boat. And what I saw was so mind-boggling, beautiful islands everywhere, but totally isolated. So now that I've seen most of the world, Phuket is the real paradise, and I'll stop my hobby to come more often here. So 10 years later, around 2000, 2001, I decided to retire in Phuket. Of all the places in the world, I'd been everywhere in the world. But for me, retirement, just going on the golf course and being on the yacht was not my kind of scene. So I wanted to do something which was good for Phuket and bring in more affluent tourism. So in 2002, I met Thaksin, the then Prime Minister. So after about 10 minutes I said, I've got an idea. You have the best waters in the world in Phuket, but there are 2 problems. If you handle one, I'll handle the other one. So if you bring the import duty down to 0, I'll build a world-class marina, and that'll bring a lot of affluent tourism, which will be good for your economy. I done all the planning in 2003 with the architects, took them around the world to get ideas from different marinas, from Australia to Europe and America. And March 2004, we started work. 2004, February, the 11th, he announced duty-free. Phuket has become Asia's #1 boating center. What my vision is, in the world, before Asia came on the scene, there was only Mediterranean and Caribbean were the 2 boating centers in the world. And Mediterranean was the best, Caribbean was after that. My vision is, I think Asia will be in the forefront. I would not be surprised that in the next 5 to 10 years maximum, Phuket will be #1 destination in the world.